So let's see the title. Center for Taiji Studies, Qigong Taiji Studies. It's my center, and I founded this center since 1995-6, and then I started the slow gathering deployment 4 weeks ago. So they are separate, okay? But I think I should list the both of them. It's a great honor to be here, and thanks Dr. Norris and inviting me here. And it's a raining day, and you come here, which means you're very serious about this. Yeah, I'll try my best, okay? And also, I have to show my appreciation. I'm going to give a whole set of my training material to Dr. Norris and the center. So for those of your members, you can borrow.
Thank you so much.
Sure. Yes. Sure.
It's available here, so if you'd like to view it.
Since there are so many wonderful talks, and so I will keep my talk brief, and I will spend about 20 minutes. And then for the rest of the class, I want to practice it with you, and so you get idea what is the essential component in the traditional training that probably help us to generate new research ideas and also about our research practice. So I think the hands-on part is very important. And, so first of all, it's always my first slide because it confuses so many people. Also, we want to talk about the holistic, multi-dimensional components of Taiji and Qigong practice, and I will touch research a little bit. And also, again, we're going to practice together. Okay. And for Taiji, there are 2 ways to spell Chinese word. One is pinyin, one is Weijiao. Doesn't matter which way you practice, use. Just keep that consistent. Otherwise, it always confuse people. Okay. For the slide, please don't worry about that. You don't have to take a note. What I will do is this is a short version on my PowerPoint. From what I did at Mayo Clinic last October. It's an exercise therapy conference. It has about 60 slides there, and then I will get your email address from Dr. Norris. I'll send the link to her, so she will send that to you. You can look at it from Mayo Clinic's website, so you don't have to take notes. Okay. What is Taiji? Taiji was created as a martial art. I will explain that more, but just let you know. And it emphasizes balance. Then what is Qigong? Qigong is the art of cultivating our energy. I know you're very good savers. You have good saving every day, put money in your saving account. Qigong is about how we have a net saving of energy every single day. It's a very important thing. So I want to say in China, why so many people doing Taiji and Qigong? And we are busy here, people in China are busy too. There are several reasons there. I'm going to point out. One, it is a low cost, it's convenient, and it's effective therapy. And you heard China is getting rich, and then actually I tell you, every single time I went back to China, I walk. My hometown is close to Shaolin Temple. Some of you probably heard about Shaolin Temple. I walk about 10 minutes. I can enter elementary school. 60 kids in one small classroom like this. In the winter, no heat. It's like the weather like in Chicago. I'm from northern China. Can you believe that? And then, so prevention, exercise, that's a very important thing for Chinese to be aware of. So sometimes I think about it, the health cost here is getting higher and higher. It can be a good thing because it's put more responsibility to our individuals. So how we take care of ourselves, how we nurture ourselves, and then so that's so it's an effective therapy. And for most of the martial artists in the history, the top ones, they started the training because serious health problems. Okay. So it's a martial art, and then it's also a place for people to come together to talk about life issues and to be social there. And also it's a spiritual practice, how we cultivate, try to create a happiness every day. It's not about kick and punch, and that's part of the training. And also it's about quality of life, longevity. And then actually this is one of the major reasons attracting so many people, young kids in China to practice. The reason in China we say never mess up with seniors. You know why? You don't know which one is a grandmaster there. The older you are, the stronger you are. And then this is not just by saying. Speaking of this, I want to introduce Ms. Paradise, and she's one of our pioneers in this country, has been working organizing traditional Taiji event for over 30 years, and then invite many top grandmasters from China. In their 80 years old, you touch them, they can't do so well. They are doing this demo not with their students, with strangers. And then, so in China, people always think that, actually including myself, how can I have that vitality, agility, and happiness when I reach that age? So sometimes I came to this country and I say, oh, it's kind of like an exercise, a lifestyle, behavioral change. Everybody know exercise is good, but not many people can do it. It's a very interesting issue, but we have to learn from the dentist. You see how successful they are to help people to flush their teeth every day? It's tedious. But if we can do that, why can't we do, let's say, 5 minutes meditation, 5 minutes yoga, and then 10 minutes other things, whatever. I think it's hopeful. Okay. So the quality of longevity is a very important issue there. I think we can translate it to the general public. Some of you are scientists here, and then we know from research the nervous system and our immune system are hardwired. This is not something new. And then we talk about a mind-body practice, and then so what is the principles, mental principles in Taiji Qigong practice? And I believe yoga has this shared similar principles too. One is relaxation and tranquility. This is one of the very famous things in Chinese medicine. They say why Qigong and Taiji has the healing effect. It is because tranquility and relaxation. Okay. Another important principle is nurture. I mentioned how we have net saving of energy every single day. If not every single day, most of the days. And then how we nurture ourselves every day instead of overdrive ourselves every day. And actually, if you drive longer, you drive better. Okay? This kind of principles is deeply embedded in the practice. This is another famous saying, medicine healing is not as good as food nourishment. And the food and nourishment is not as good as energy healing. But energy healing is not as good as spiritual nourishment. How we cultivate the tranquility, happiness every single day. Okay. Again, the slides, and I will email you the link. Dr. Norris will email you the link so you want to write them.
It will be available on the website.
Okay, great. And so the question is, we know the benefit, we know the holistic benefit, and the question is how we get it. What is efficient curriculum to get the benefit? Before we get there, let me write down something.
Music turned down just
Turn down a little bit, yes. Okay, I'm going to get you involved. Just tell me, in general, anything for martial artists. They train very hard. What do they want? What's the outcome they want to work on? Please tell me. Anything. Strength, yes. Strength, focus, balance, speed,
Defense.
power, yeah. Defense, yes.
Strategy.
Strategy,
Serenity.
serenity, sleep. I want to point out if you cannot sleep well, forget about fighting. Okay, very important. It's about sleep and anything else.
Balance.
Balance. Point out. Any other things?
Flexibility. Breathing. Flexibility.
Flexibility, and breathing.
Chi development.
Qigong and other things, right? Okay. Now, martial art is martial art. Okay, strength is strength. But the difference in the Taiji Qigong training is people combine Chinese martial art, Chinese medicine, and the training philosophy. They figure out some efficient curriculum to work on these outcome miracles. So, curriculum is the key. Okay, what after 100,000 years, people's trial and error, they don't do randomized controlled trial, but they're smart, they figure out how to do that, right? They figure out how we assign a group of students train this curriculum, another group train another curriculum, and they figure out which one, after 6 months, which group is better. Okay, similar, but not that strict. And so the curriculum there is Qigong, Taiji form, can be any other form, can be yoga, any other form. And also, these are the key in the traditional training. Okay, then let's go here, Qigong, we talk about, this is the traditional training curriculum. What is Qigong? Again, Qigong is the art of cultivating our energy. So what do? There are two big categories. Category number one is the static Qigong. Means you don't move. Okay? How you do that? Simple. 3 things. Stand, sit, lay down. Isn't that simple? Okay, this. And the second category is dynamic Qigong. Okay, we will do all of that. Okay? So, but in terms of relation, Qigong is the foundation of any martial art, especially internal martial art, including Taiji. Number one. Number two, take-home message is static Qigong is the foundation of the foundation. Okay, that's extremely important. I spent my first 10 years, I practiced about 38 years now. I spent my first 10 years without this Qigong practice. I was doing okay, but it's way less efficient. Okay, I will tell you the story. So there's an old saying in Qigong practice, in the martial art training actually. It is said, 练拳不练功，道保一场空, which means if you practice martial art without practice internal energy work, you'll be empty of your lifelong practice. You ask the Chinese martial art, everybody knows it, but not everybody knows how to practice it. Okay, that's the So sitting meditation, you might think about sitting meditation is only work on the mind, but actually it's work on your body. In a self-defense situation, how you can move fast, and then so sitting meditation plays a significant role there. Okay. Standing meditation. This is an exercise to work on strengths. You might think about it, you ask me to do exercise, and now you come here, ask me to do nothing. And then, why I do this? Let me tell you a story. I started when I was 12 years old. I was born with heart problem. And then it happened in my hometown. It's the original place of Taiji. So I started with my hometown master. And a few years later, I went to college exam, and then I passed the academic part. But in China, you also have to pass the physical part in order to go to college. So that at the time, I find out my heart problem was gone. As a scientist myself, I want to say the Taiji Qigong practice was not the only factor. It can be one of the factors to help the heart, the healing of my heart. And then I went to college and I went to the martial art competition for the reason, if I'm a good athlete, the government assigned me a good job. Okay, so I won championships 3 times in a row, and then in Shanghai, it's a big city, many universities. So I was feeling good about myself. I said, oh, you know, I'm an engineering student, but every time I won, because there's some other competitors, they are martial art majors, I was very proud of myself. Until 1982, it was the first and the last grandmaster gathering in Chinese martial art history. So, so all the top grandmasters from all over China went to Shanghai to give talks. And I was introduced to one of the very top, Grandmaster Feng. And so I went to his hotel when I had my first private class. He said, okay, young man, you're the champion, let's do some push-in. I said, okay. So I touched him, he touched me, and then I was feeling embarrassed. I said, I've been doing almost 10 years, I'm the champion, I'm in my 20s, you're in your almost 60s. I cannot do anything. Instead, you threw me to the sofa, to the bed. It's a very small hotel room. After we damaged the furniture, you know. So I said, what is the problem? And he brought a Taiji yin yang symbol. He said, do you know where you are? I said, I don't. He said, you are not in the circle yet. Which is a very polite way to say you know nothing. I said, okay, please tell me, how can I get into the circle? He said, you need to do standing, sitting, lying down, Qigong. I said, okay, I do. Then I started immediately, the same day. I said, how much time I spent? 2 hours. I said, okay, I do. So I stand, I sit, I lay down there, and then about a month later, I saw him every day. 1 month later, I went back to him. I said, you know, I really enjoy this, but I have one concern. He said, what is it? I said, I'm an engineering student. I developed very bad insomnia, but after I started now, I could not wake up. And my sleep was so deep, and then, but I still have lots of work to do. He said, you know what, your nervous system has been tired for a long time, and give yourself another 2 months. And actually, 1 month later, you know what? And my sleep went back to 8 hours, but it was so deep. And I said, this is a pure gold icon. And I started then, I started offering this curriculum at university settings. It helped so many people. This is the #1 study I want to do, sleep disorder, okay? But I want to point out, I did Taiji form for the first 10 years, it did not help. Okay. The significant part is the Qigong is the static. I will explain that to you. We'll do it together. Okay. So lying down Qigong, the martial art training you do standing, it's very good for bone density. But too much good thing is bad. Okay? So when you do this and you generate some pressure on the spine, and then how you avoid sport injury, avoid the pressure on your spine. In the meantime, you get the bone density benefit. The thing is, you do lying down Qigong. And so this is very good for back pain, for shoulder, neck pain. I have been offering Qigong for neck, shoulder, back pain in New York Open Center. Every time sold out. You know, it's just people have so much. Usually, lying down Qigong in conjunction with the standing and the sitting is a very powerful thing. And the sleep again. But for this one, if you try, do this before you go to bed. And also make your bed before you do it. Otherwise, you're going to fall asleep. You don't want to get up and make your bed. Moving Qigong, we're going to try this together too. And Taiji form, and I don't think we can do that this time. So this is a push-in, a two-person training. You touch each other and then sense each other's energy and see whether you can maintain your central physical and mental equilibrium there. So research-wise, in the past 20, 15 years, I would say the research quantity and quality improved significantly. Okay? And this data is from a Dr. Klein's paper, and then it's also on my website. It's online, it's free. You can get this paper, a wonderful paper talking about this research. So overall, there are several areas. The evidence is strong, some moderate, some that's not that conclusive. I want to mention this as a practitioner. I want to say the limitation there is most of the research published paper, they don't talk about the curriculum. It's like you talk about a drug. You don't tell about the chemical components there. What's the point there? Are you studying this drug, or are you studying Taiji or Qigong there? It's a serious issue there. And also, let's see this. From a traditional training point of view, it's not just about the choreography. Slow movement, it's not. And then the slow movement is in the middle. It is the lower end, which is no movement. It's a standing, sitting, lying down meditation. And there's a fast movement. Okay, so so you know, some of you here are scientists. Again, you talk about the dose. In Taiji and Qigong, dose is about quantity and quality. Quantity easy, how much time you practice. Quality, there's several components there. One is instructor's qualification. I was at a research conference and people talk about, oh, we spent six months to study Taiji on bone density or whatever, and then we did not see anything. I said, what do you practice there? He said, we taught 108 young style Taiji forms. I said, wow. I said, you know, I spent 4 months, I cannot teach 7. You teach 6 months, you teach 108 forms. And then there's no time for you to internalize that. Forget about the benefit. You can practice on cognition and memory, but curriculum, again, is very important. And then the essential components of practice need to be included. And also participants' effort. They got to do it. If they don't practice, they're not going to get the benefit. So I want to point out several studies. I used the traditional curriculum at University of Illinois. That's where I did my research before I moved to New York. One is strength and force control. You might say, I do strength training, I get the benefit. But the Taiji and Qigong training, the benefit is we call the double benefit, which is you gain your strengths in the meantime, you improve the ability to control your force production. That's extremely important for all of us when we reach 70, 80 years old. What happens is sometimes we lose our balance. It's not because you're not strong. It's because you are not accurate to move your body to where you want to go. You can think about when you climb stairs, it's a very significant issue. Okay? And so another thing, study, this is a randomized controlled trial. We study balance mechanism. We heard a lot about it. Taiji Qigong is good for balance, but what is the mechanism? This is one touch the ability of using our vestibular information. So this finds significant improvement and after 6 months practice. One of the statisticians in my group, and he said, you know, the strength and balance gain after 2 months practice for the 80 years old, and after 2 months, their strength and balance is almost as good as the 70 years old. He said 2 months practice, 10 years younger. I said, can we keep that trend? No, that's the initial practice. Okay. So I did one early dementia study with the population. So I find the cognition improved significantly. This is published in 2007, I think. This is another study. As after practice, after the seniors had the flu shot, and then we analyzed their blood and look at the antibody response there. So this is at the very beginning. 3 weeks later, significantly different, these two groups. 6 weeks later, they're still different, but not that significant. At the week 20, the control group went back to their original baseline, but the Taiji group still stays strong there. This is a study I am working with a physician at a clinic. We are planning to do a study working with seniors to expand. This study is a very small sample. I just want to point out the direction, and then so hopefully we can do a big sample study there. In terms of study, let me continue this. And I also did a qualitative project. We all know, research is not just about blood pressure, about the flexibility, strength. It's how our subject, how they feel. And then do they feel like help them or not? Here, it's the paper just published this year, but I just quote one. It said, "I don't like to exercise. This is not my favorite thing, and I'm not a disciplined person. But this is something. It is just so different from individual exercise. I mean, it is individual, but you receive so much from this. It's a very different." Quiet your mind and not be thinking about things. I don't know how to explain this. It can be very spiritual. So that's from one of the book. Future research. These are the several areas. Pain. I'm in the middle of designing, discussing a study with some of the pain doctors at Cornell Medical Center. So pain, I think, is one important area, and Taiji and Qigong can help. Sleep, when we study this, again, this is number one. If I can choose only one variable, sleep. That's good. Okay. Bone density, and again, here is for those of you from NIH or researchers. Please feel free after the workshop, talk to me, and then we really need scientists to work together and then to examine the health benefit there. Okay, we need suggestions, advice in this direction. Again, the theme of the practice is nurturing, nurturing, nurturing. Okay, and then if we can start this rate, that's fine. If we cannot, it's okay. And thank you, and then this is my contact information. So that's the talking part. And are you ready to do the movement? Qigong? Okay, the Qigong for the movement part. What I want to do is I want to share just a very, very basic, which I use for myself every single day. And then I want to share that with you and see how you feel about it. Okay, give it a try. And then we need to move the chair all the way to the side, okay? Okay, everyone, let me do this. We're going to do all these three. Sitting, standing, lying down Qigong. And we're going to do some moving Qigong. And also, I'm going to give a picture of why we do the standing Qigong, why we do these different things. Okay, now before we do that, I want to do a very simple experiment. Okay, so the experiment is, think about you are just driving back from grocery shopping. Okay, you are going to go to your car, to the trunk to pick up your shopping bag. So what do? I'll show you first. You go there, you touch the bag, you stop. You freeze your posture. I'm going to point out something. Okay? Ready, everybody? Okay, you go to the front and then touch the bag and stop there. Okay? Let's go. Touch the bag. Okay. Now, let's try again. When we touch the bag, don't move. Okay, I need to point out something. Okay? Ready? Let's try again. Let's go to the bag. Okay. Let me see. Do you mind? Okay, can you come to the front? Okay. Okay, now you're straight. so she stand like this, right? And then this is the posture in general from practice. Just if you adjust a little bit, you are 100%, even 200% stronger. Let me explain. So here, I'm going to touch your body. Okay? Yeah. So see here, put your right foot here. And also turn your body like this. Just by turning this posture like this, you are significantly stronger versus most of you are doing this. This is a very weak structure. Okay, and then by change like this, you are way more stronger. Okay, now the question is how to get into this. Okay, thank you. I'm going to show you some movement. I mentioned that it was created as a martial art. And then I'm going to show you some movement and then explain to you how we get it. Okay, practice standing meditation. So this is where the standing meditation comes in, one of the reasons. Okay, so how we do that? We're going to practice together. I will help you to set up the stance. Okay, so what do we do? This is why I borrowed the shoes. Wow. I don't think you practice Qigong with these shoes. But I can show you. Okay. Now the protocol, how to get into the position, is you put your feet in 90-degree angle. Okay. Then step one is, this is your back foot. You step out 1/3 of the foot length. Step two is whole foot length. Number three, your back foot in 30-degree. That's it. Is that simple? Let's try again. Now I do this, and then you just try yourself. Okay. Now 19-degree angle there. Okay, whichever direction you want to go. Okay. This is your back foot out 1/3 of the foot length, and then your front foot go 1 foot length.
Is there any way you can duck down? Because I put it on the floor.
Okay, let's try again. Let's try this again. Ready? Okay, this is your back foot out. This is your front foot out. Back foot in 30 degrees. Okay, the point is you are not standing straight behind that. That's the point. Okay? Just set up like this. And this is your footwork. And then what we are training is we want to translate to this to daily activity. You're not doing Qigong Taiji for Taiji Qigong. You're doing that for daily activity. Whenever you move, you pick up something, you have this solid stance. You do this today, try a couple minutes every day, you'll be very happy 30 years later. I'm serious about this. Significantly reduce the chance to lose balance. So here. Okay, now at the very beginning, it's very hard to get into that. What we do is do partner training. Okay, give you a simple example. I'm going to invite your name with me. Sharon. Okay, here, Sharon, stand like this. Put your right foot in front, please. So, one of the benefits we practice this is to practice dynamic relaxation. Give you an example. If Sharon push me, try hard. Don't be nice. Try hard. See here, if I tense up, and then she got 2 points in my body, she can push my whole body, right? But again, try hard, push. See here, I relax. And then, so when you practice standing meditation, one benefit is you practice moving with water. She's a martial artist. Let me make up the case here. Okay, she's a martial artist. She wants to learn how, when I push her, how she can let me go, let the push go, and then maintain her balance. So the thing is, have the image of water. Like say, I'm the martial artist. My palms up. I'm the martial artist. She is the water. She push me. I go with her. Again, push randomly, wherever you want to go. So here. And then here, all I have is, I have the image of she's the water. So I go with the water. Do this. So when you go home, practice by yourself. Thank you. And then you stand like this. All this doesn't matter. And just think about, I am standing in water. The water is moving slowly, gently, randomly. Okay? Now, let's do partner training. It's very effective. You'll find a partner. If your palms up, you're the martial artist. If your palms down, you're water. Okay? And then later we switch. Can we do that? Okay. Let's practice the step first. Okay, let's practice the step
That's a big can be fast. I think I'm.
Okay, everyone, you try a little bit. Again, this is a okay. Let's have a very short discussion. Any questions, please? Don't be shy. Any questions, good. Okay.
There's one back there.
Arm push.
Hold on, I have to do my 90 degrees.
Yeah, 90 degrees. Back foot up. Yes, like this, right? And then you want to push me. This is the case. Push. Try your best. Don't be nice. Yeah, go.
Push.
Go ahead. Push. See here.
All right.
Push. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Pushy,
Yes,
pushy.
push. Don't be nice. Just say you find out.
Now you're pushing me.
When she pushed me there, and then I thought she's the water. I'm playing with the water. And then when she go this direction, I go with the water. You see here? When she go this, I go with the water. That's the point. That's what we are training. Because when we go to yeah.
I tried.
Yeah, you try.
Good job.
So here, he pushed me here, and then I don't have time to think. Okay, go ahead, push. Don't be nice. Go ahead. So here is, I don't have time to, yeah, I have to respond to, and then I don't have time to think. And then, so here is the thing. So what you are training there, why I say give the water, like I'm thinking about he's the water. And I'm moving with the water. You see here, if we go this way, but I'm not going this way like the water. So I keep my center here, I go like this. And it is putting my body there. Right? And then, so, yeah. And then if we go too much, we cannot go too much. Anyway, thank you. And relaxation, that's what you're training. So in daily life, you can, whatever you need to do to maintain your balance, you move very quick. That's the point. Okay? So the stand, let's review quickly and put the footwork in. Okay? Foot 90-degree angle, back foot out, and the front foot out, back foot in 30 degrees, and stand and hold your arm up. You
Is
can
weight equal in both foot? Weight equal?
60% weight
Which one?
on your back. Okay? You can put 59, it's okay. I used to teach at an engineering school, you know, they're very serious. And then the key is give your body permission. Squeeze the body. That's the key. Okay. So you are constantly put 59%, 61%, 6%, this is something like that. The key is the stillness practice is not rigid practice. The stillness practice is giving your body permission to move with the body. Okay. And think about it, you are 1 inch taller. Yeah, very important. Think about it, 1 inch taller. Yeah, and think about you are holding a very light piece of paper on top of your head. This is a very intense strength training. It's not easy. Okay, this is why after you practice, you feel much stronger. It's not easy. And then from exercise physiology-wise, if you move very slowly, it's a very intense strength training and bone density training. Keep that in mind. Very random. The more random, the better.
And it's alternate feet.
Of course. Yeah, we will alternate and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Move forward and walk.
Oh, I see. Okay, drop your arms. Have a chair. Have a chair. We got to do something else to explain. I want you to rest a little bit. Grab a chair. I will talk about. The thing is, you are going to use this posture a lot in daily life. I wish you can incorporate that into because of the balance. But when you move, you don't have time to think about that. So you do this standing, what's the process? It is enhance awareness of your body. So later when you stand like this, it's awkward, you feel very weak. So you stand like this, and just 5 minutes, or even 2 minutes. And stand, you say, oh, this is the most powerful stand I can have. Then you put into application. You know, in a traditional training, what you do is you do simple. The overall the picture is, if you study this, you know what do? This one, you do this one, then you put them together, right? Let me show you how this, in terms of this training. First, you do this. You see the awareness footwork, and after this, you say, I want you to put into movement. So what I do, I do this. Just a step. Guaranteed, you know what? 99% of people look at my back foot. What do you want to do? Go home and try this. You're going to do this. What benefit? I want to get my posture up. When I reach my 80, 90 years old, I have this posture there. Very simple. Do this. There's no secret. It's just a simple daily, a little bit training. You see? And then, so I take care of this part, right? Now I'm going to go diagonal. So here, you see, this part already taken care of. Now all you need is turn this 90 degrees, right? Then when I do that, I said, I want to work on my agility. So the notion there is very simple. I think I'm 20 years younger. So here, I do this. After that, I said, I save lots of energy. I want to buy a Mercedes. So here's what I do. Yes, you can try this, but this one, don't buy too many Mercedes. Okay? So you save that is for, I would say 1% of the time you can train some of these hard things, but most of the time it is the soft and slow one to nurture energy. And in your daily life, you do this, you're going to have like this posture. Okay? So that's the point. And I'm going to do a very simple experiment at the end. You will see what I mean. I'm giving you one example to let's practice. Let's see. Nothing is personal. That's in my own practice or in all my teachings. Pick up one occasion it generates negative feelings inside you, and then think about that. Think about it. Nothing is personal. Nothing is personal. Let me give you an example. I really love swing dance, and I've been dreaming to study this for years until I moved to New York. I studied 6 classes. This is not enough time, but anyway, out of the 6 classes, and then the place I studied, they rotate teachers. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and different teachers. When the Friday teacher came, he turned everybody off. Why? He was very arrogant. And then immediately I called myself. I said, I'm coming here to learn swing. He doesn't know my name. He doesn't know everybody's name. Why we all take this personal? Do you see my example there? Mm-hmm. And then I said, drop this ego, drop this, take things personal. And then very quickly I find out he's a wonderful swing teacher. I said, this guy, he treated his colleague the same way. Maybe he treated his wife the same way. And then nothing personal. So this is the practice I use for myself. I will take there are several things. And speaking of that, I will send you some of my training tips to you. And also if you want, you can get my mailing list to get training tips. Think about it, you are ½ inch taller. Put all your hands on your lap, wherever you want to put there. And we're going to have meditation music. This music I used in my research project. And again, so, yeah. And close your eyes. Again, pick up that simple thing, make you not have a negative emotion there. See? Nothing personal. And smile, smile, smile. The day is going to be the same. It's rain, it's sunshine. You smile, let's make the difference. Let your body grow half inch and pull your chin in slightly, so that will help energy circulate in your neck and upper body. Everyone can open your eyes, but keep your smile there. This is the one of the again, another practice is embracing imperfection in life. In Chinese, there's a very famous saying, 抱团守缺. What that means is embracing imperfection. And we all have something we want, but family or whatever, and then that's reality. We practice, embracing reality here. So again, it's a very short time. I cannot talk more about it, but this is the part I would start with. This part of sitting meditation. You will not believe how much benefit your well-being there. If you don't have time, 5 minutes. Okay, for myself, and I put 45 minutes every single day. It just helped me tremendously. Okay. Let me see this. The lying down Qigong, what we want to try is, I need just the one volunteer who has a friend with insomnia. So you can go home to share with your friend. Yes, please. I want to borrow a yoga mat. Can we borrow that? Okay, here. So again, for those of you from the center, you can borrow the DVD. I give a gift to the center, so you can borrow that to watch. It's called evidence-based Taiji and Qigong. There it's 4 hours DVD, but just go to the Qigong part. Okay. And also I want to mention, I heard the wonderful Qigong classes here. I believe you will learn a lot from here too. I just want to introduce the class. as usual. Okay, let's lay down. You can lay down there. We stay. So just before you go to bed, this is good for shoulder, neck, back pain, and also insomnia. And then try this before you go to bed. Actually, when I started, I didn't have a partner to do this for me. But if you can try with a partner, that would be better. So what you do is very simple. Think about you are in Hawaii. How about that? Go on the beach, laying down on the beach, and then the sand is your body temperature. And what you do is you start from your feet and imagine you are sinking the bones, the muscles, melting them into the sand. Just that simple. You start from here, like I'm touching him, the feet. And after, let's see, 20 seconds, I move to the ankle. You don't press, just very gentle touch. So he has the cue. Oh, I'm where this is my ankle. Okay, sometimes we cannot find our own body. Okay, believe me. And then I move up, just wherever I touch, or your partner touches you, you feel, oh, here's I need melting these bones, muscles into the ground. That's it. And then you move all the way up. If you wake up 2 o'clock in the morning, this is a very simple trick you can do. Start from your feet, sink your whole body. Most of the time, halfway through your body, you fall asleep. Okay, especially when you travel, you see a new environment, you wake up, and then, so this is something, again, a lot of information on my DVD, you can get it from there, and then, but this is one of the lying down exercise I recommend for sleep. Yes?
If it's just you, do you kind of go through that process just imagining somebody going over your body?
Just actually by yourself. You don't have to think about somebody. Just if you have somebody touch, especially the first 2 weeks practice with you, you just get quicker. And when I started, again, nobody touched. I just practice this, and then it goes very effective. Okay. Again, for insomnia, this is one of the things. This is lying down, standing, and sitting. All these three together. Okay. So thank you. So let's try one application. It's fun, because then I want you to getting lots of benefit. Okay. Then after that, you say I want to try something different. I'm going to share something. You sit here, put it into application. Go forward, forward, back, back. You rock. Okay. Sit here. Yeah. So here is, forward, forward. But when you go forward, make sure you separate your feet. That's the key. So you are not forward, forward like this. You're forward, forward. It's called a senti standing we just tried. And then back, back, rock. When you rock, don't turn your body like this. Okay? So that's the martial art training. So later, whatever you do, it is a very solid stance. Let's get up. Try it, yeah. Okay, now foot, again, let's practice the protocol here. Put your foot in 90-degree angle, okay? Then back foot out, 1/3 of foot length. Then front foot out, whole foot length. Back foot in 30 degrees. And let's move all the pillows, mats out so we can do moving. Put into application. Ready? I go forward, forward, back, back, rock. Rock? Yeah, please. It's a balance training. Yeah. Go forward, forward, back, back, rock. Forward, forward, back. When you rock, don't change your body orientation. Don't change with this. Okay? So forward, forward. Back, back, rock. Forward, forward. You're going to improve your pushing, your martial art skill by dancing. Why not, right? Okay, back. Good. Forward, forward. Back, back, rock. Forward, forward. back, back, dog. When I'm going to put the music there. When I put the music, the trick is small step, small step. Get this pattern. Yeah. Forward, forward, back, back, dog. Forward, forward, back, dog. Forward, forward, back, back, dog. Keep going, keep going. When I'm going to put the music, okay?
Yeah.
Ready there, building coming. Okay. Okay, ready? Right? So you keep that dance, yes, good. I said it's come on, sleep. Work on your springs, baby. Okay, smallest step, you're going to think about your 20 years younger. Keep going. Right, keep going, keep going. Yes, again, smaller step, you can catch the pen. Dog, you're turning your body. Yes. Actually, your homework is to find that side, okay? It's a very good balance training, footwork training. Yeah. Again, think when you're 20 years younger, you can move with that agility. That's all in your mind. Just try that. Keep going, keep going.
Thank you.